Hello and welcome to today's edition of World Today. When the world is dancing to Trump's tunes, this one European leader spoke up in a display of strong leadership. French President Macron was in Washington, D.C. engaging U.S. President Donald Trump. This was the first time any European leader met President Trump since his second term started. But more importantly, it was the first time that any European leader came calling since the change in U.S. position on the Russia-Ukraine war, as it now leans more and more in favor of Russia. President Macron stood his ground, even interrupted and fact-checked President Trump on his war fund claims. Here's how.
French President Emmanuel Macron was the first European leader to meet US President Donald Trump since his 20th January inauguration. There was bonhomie and camaraderie.
He's a smart customer, I will tell you that. I just want to tell you a little story. So we were at the Eiffel Tower having dinner with your wonderful wife and with my wonderful wife, and we came out and he started speaking the French deal. And we didn't have an interpreter, and he was going on and on and on, and I was just nodding, yes, yes, yes. And he really sold me out, because I got back the next day and I read the papers. I said, that's not what we said. He's a smart customer, I will tell you that. Sure. Exactly what we agreed.
Verification of that truce, and then a peace agreement.
And there was a friendly banter where President Macron, with a smile on his lips, put the facts straight against what the US president said sitting in the Oval Office.
Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total effort, and it was through, like the US, loans, guarantee, grants, and we provided real money, to be clear. We have 230 billion frozen assets in Europe, Russian assets, but this is not as a collateral of a loan, because this is not our belonging. So they are frozen. If at the end of the day, in the negotiation we will have with Russia, they're ready to give it to us, super. It will be loan at the end of the day, and Russia would have paid for that.
If you believe that, it's okay with me.
Mr. President,
but they get their money back, we don't, and now we do. But you know, that's only fair.
Mr. President,
Big day, and that we had a G7.
There were clear differences in their approach towards the Ukraine war and how it should end. But it was clear that Europe is not going to be mute spectator in a deal between Washington and the Kremlin over Kiev's future. French President Emmanuel Macron established it with elegance in his US visit.
Great job.
Thank you.